Hi, it is iYikKam time again. So recently I have told Wing Chuners that there's a person who studied the 12枚12桩 Heaven and Earth set for months. And I told him, and I told this person not to practice it because his body is not open and it will cause him trouble. And I asked him to practice the iYikKam Transform Zero, which is I inherited from the Mali Tang Sifu site. So I got message that asking me, why do I do that? Isn't it 12枚12桩 is deep and subtle, so forth, blah blah blah. Well, I like to explain you this thing, okay? Whatever Chinese internal art, if you ask the 4 questions here, there's no such thing as subtle, and there's no such thing as deep. So what is the questions? First you ask what it is. Second you ask why it is. The third you ask how to get there. The fourth you ask what is the different level. If you ask these 4 questions and have the answer for these 4 questions, there's no such thing as subtle or deep. Okay? There's no difference with 12枚12桩. In fact, I always tell people in the iYikKam 修炼套, follow the quid, not follow me. Why? Because in the quid of the iYikKam 修炼套, similar with the mother art 12枚12桩, it gives you the answer of the what, why, how, and the level. As soon as one understands that, go step by step, it's very simple, very easy to get there. But if one jump steps, then one gets stuck. For example, there's a golden gate close to my home, okay, or actually say 60 miles away from my home. Golden Gate, because I'm living in San Jose. Golden Gate Bridge, okay. The people who never been there will go there, fantasy how beautiful this Golden Gate Bridge, okay, and then they'll keep speculating all kinds of stuff. But anybody who go to Golden Gate Bridge or have to commute with Golden Gate Bridge every day, a bridge is just a bridge. It is not that subtle or deep. A bridge is the bridge. Engineer built that bridge. Same with 12枚12桩, same with iYikKam 修炼套, same with Tai Chi, same with Bagua, same with everything. Okay? So let's talk about 12枚12桩. 12枚12桩 have a quid, a writing. Okay? A very complete writing. The second, in 1950s, the gatekeeper or the Grandmaster Zhou Quanchuan have already wrote very clearly about that quid, describe it with his own attainment. And then his student and his son also have books on their own attainment. So it's not a simple single person like such GM know this, all the other guys doesn't know. No, it is already published. It's just like me here. I have already translated the iYikKam 修炼套 quid and tell it exactly whatever it is in the YouTube. Don't have to guess. It is, everything is what it is, why it is, how it is, and the level. That's all. So if you look at the 12枚12桩 writing, it tells you, number 1 is the heart. okay, that is have to accord with the Buddhisms, the Tathagata's wisdoms. If you look at the Hermes Zhuang's and the drawing and so forth, it have the Tathagata's or the Buddha's four wisdom there. That's the ultimate, that's the heart. And then there's breathing and the qi flow, the mind. Okay? So these three things is the core of the Hermes Zhuang, and of course it comes with the force flow, which is the small or 小字庄, small letter 庄 or small letter set, which is related to the 小林套, small. Okay, that's what it is. That's why Wing Chun inherited the fast jing and the small detail and so forth. Okay, now, so let's take about example on like the snake slide worm move of Hermes. So what is that for? That is just a method to handle the breathing and the qi flow. Okay, the ultimate goal, the Hermes Zhuang have wrote it: mind, breathing, qi flow, and the jing. Okay, or force flow. In general, like for example, there are 36 method, 36 type of jing handling. That's the conclusion. So this is like engineering school. You see the whole thing and you see whole system and so forth. Now, the person who trained the Hermes heaven and earth set, guess what he do? He trained that thing like a Chinese ballet, okay? Have no idea on what I'm talking about here. No idea from on the 613.3. And then he think, oh yeah, somebody has to be taught with this Chinese ballet this way and that way, exactly this way and that way to get there. And guess what? That's ballet. While the real Hermes Zhuang is talking about how to handle your mind, your sun, your breathing and your qi flow. And then using this body of art to handle the applications of the art, which is 36 type of jing. Okay, the small jing and the big jing. That's all. Okay. So why is this YKT YikKam transform 0? Simple. It is like in engineering. When you cannot handle the whole thing in a continuous manner, you break it into piecewise linear, part by part. Okay, so YikKam transform is actually part by part, open up the body. When before one can do the snake slide worm move, not as a ballet, but for the qi flow purpose. Okay, and of course the qi flow, in order to run the qi flow, you have different level. You just don't say, well, I can do it all. You can. If your body is not open up, you cannot do it. So an analogy is like, you know, the wheel of the bicycle. If you put it on air, hang on air, do not put it on ground, it will spin, right? Very simply, easily spin. So those who be able to handle the qi flow is like their qi will spin like the wheel of the bicycle on air. But the guy who doesn't know it is like putting the bicycle wheel on ground. Now you have difficulties to spin it. So the YKT0 is actually hang up the wheel in air instead of hang both of them together one by one, so it be able to spin. And then after a while, when one can handle that, one of course can go practice the Hermes Zhuang, which is more details and more in-depth stuff, which is on different level. Okay, that's how simple it is. Don't let anybody who tell you, oh, 峨眉十二庄 is so deep, so subtle. You need to learn from such and such to get that. No. Follow the creed, follow the writing, and see for yourself what, why, how, and the level. And you match with all the writing of the past grandmaster or expert in the China, like Zhou Quanchuan and his students and his son, and then like Ma Li Tang, all these people who use it in real life for healing patients. Okay, and as we know, Zhou Quanchuan is a traditional Chinese medicine doctor. Same with Ma Li Tang. So you want to get something which is working with the track records, instead of somebody have this mind, oh yeah, a Chinese ballet fantasy or deep subtle, or it's so nice, Golden Gate Bridge is like in the heaven. Golden Gate Bridge is not in the heaven. Sure, it have cloudy evening, it looks like that the Golden Gate Bridge is floating in the heaven, but that's not the real thing. Okay, so it's as simple as that. When things bring to this Silicon Valley, we better get it simple and get it solid and be able to do whatever it is, be able to deliver. Okay, there's no room for fantasy. An internal art need to deliver, both in the health side and in the martial arts side. One don't mix with religion, belief, and the woo-woo stuff. And let me tell you, a lot of internet today is actually mixing of the belief system, which is God knows will it be able to deliver. And all these people who talk about Mei and this and that and expert, look at their body. If their body, their spine and everything cannot even move, their joints, their seven bones can't even move properly, don't talk about Mei, because you have no clue of it. Okay? The bottom line, as the writing, the mind or the heart, which is based on the Buddhism, and the breathing and the qi, based on the Yellow Emperor classic. If that part doesn't work, forget about the Chinese ballet. And I'm not interested in that, because I'm interested in Wing Chun. What it is, how it is, can it be delivered? Okay. So I'd like to share with you today that here on, please, we in the West, do not believe simply when anybody say anything. Ask them what, why, how, and the level. If they cannot explain that, walk away, because they don't know what it is. It doesn't matter if one study 峨眉十二庄 from the founder, the white cloud Zen master. If they do not know why, what, how, and the level, they don't know what they're talking about. Okay? And you don't want to base things on people like that. This is for you today.